Hi ladies, it's Crystal signing in today. Today is June 4th and it has been the shittiest freaking week that I've ever had in my entire life. Not just that it was a 2-week wait, not just that. My last video that I made, I was bored and I was feeling down. I was upset my husband was sick, all this crap. I was not very positive. And like that night, I got so sick. I mean, so sick. I got so ill. I'm still exactly a week later and just now like starting to get over my sickness. So, needless to say, I am not pregnant. Sorry, my brain is scattered. Okay, so, shitty ass week. I was horribly sick, like, wasn't able to go to work. I couldn't breathe. I've been coughing, and my nose has been stopped up. I couldn't eat, just everything you could imagine. At first, I didn't take any medication because I was afraid that I was pregnant. And basically, what pisses me off is like the day, cycle day 7, the day that obviously my egg should be implanting into my uterus, is the day that I freaking get sick. So I call the fertility clinic and I say, look, I'm sick. Can I take anything? What can I do? And she says, go see your doctor. Let them know that you could be pregnant and to, make sure not to give you anything that could be harmful. So I didn't go to the doctor. I already spent all my money on fertility treatment this month that I really truly just didn't have the money to go. I mean, I could have got the money to go to the doctor, but I just didn't want to spend $25 on something that I knew I was sick. I know I'm sick. And plus I had an entire bottle of amoxicillin, because right before I got pregnant in September, like a week before, I had a root canal, and they gave me antibiotics to take, and I found out I was pregnant, and then I was like, I'm not taking these. So I didn't take them, and so I did take them when I got sick this last week. So I got sick. I started to cry about it on like Wednesday and Thursday. I pretty much knew by that point that I wasn't pregnant. Like I knew it. My body wasn't giving me any signs, and I'm one of those people that when I'm pregnant, I know I'm pregnant. Meaning my body reacts to it, I feel everything, and when I'm not pregnant, I don't feel anything. So I knew that I wasn't, or at least I had a really good feeling. So I was extremely sad and depressed and in just the most awful, dark place that you can be in. And Friday, I cried all day long. I knew that it didn't work. So, I cried all day Friday, and then I wasn't going to test early, and I decided that I should, because I was seriously, I was going kind of insane. So I told the husband, I was like, look, I need to go buy a test. I need to buy a test. So I went out and I bought a 3-pack of, early response pregnancy tests. And I took the first one and it was negative. I took it on Saturday, actually. Saturday morning before I went to work. I don't know why I do that to myself. So I took the test and I went into the computer room where my husband was and I just cried. I was so sad. I'm still just mad about it. I'm mad that it didn't work. I'm mad that I got sick. Just pissed. That was our 3rd IUI and it just made me mad. So I went in there and I cried, and he was extremely supportive and you know, reassured me that we would save more money. You know, if I needed to have, whatever we needed to do, he just reassured me that we would do it, which made me feel good. It made me feel good that he was very supportive. I mean, it made me feel good. That's all I'm going to say. So that happened on Saturday. I went to work, and I felt fine in work. I was actually, having been sick all week, it actually kind of felt good to go back to work. I was still, like, hard to breathe a little bit, because I work, I know I've said this before, but I'm a manager in a hotel, and so whatever, I'm like over the whole front of the house, like front desk, night audit, valet, all of that. So when we have wedding events come in, and we have all these cars coming into the hotel, I am like the one that stands outside and like gets all of them in, while my valets like run, like I run out there and I greet people and I write these tickets and I'm like, hi, welcome to the hotel, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, then the next car's pulling in. I mean, it's usually like a line of traffic, like around the block. And so each time someone gets out of the car, I scoot the car up and I go to the other one, I scoot it up and I scoot it up. So I get their line, I get the valet zone ready for my guys. So I was like totally out of breath, but I felt good getting out of the house, not in my, being all cooped up in my little depressive world of not being pregnant. So it did feel really good to go back to work and, you know, be around my, hey, no, don't dig holes, no, sorry, he's digging a hole in the middle of the yard. So yeah, it did feel really good to go, have a routine again and go into work and, you know, be around people who missed me. I don't know, it felt good because my staff were all concerned and they're like, where have you been? And it just felt good to go back in and have everyone glad that I was back. So I did that. I went to work on Saturday, and then I get a text from my husband that the air conditioner's out. The air conditioner is out. So, and we've kind of been having some trouble with it. We called back in April. We had a problem. They came out. We have a home warranty plan that helps, like, covers your electronics and appliances, and I don't know what it's called. Anyways, so we have that. You know, you pay like a $60 fee. They come out and service it. Well, they came out in April 30th, and serviced it, and they basically put like a tiny little Band-Aid fix on it. And then it broke down on Saturday, which was June 2nd. And anytime they do a repair, it's like they give you a 30-day grace period. So we were literally 2 days outside the grace period. And having already chunked down money for fertility this month, we were like, this is another chunk of money, you know, $60. I know it's not a whole lot, but it was like, damn it. So, you know, we had to have them come out. Well, actually, they didn't actually come out until today. Today is Monday. We waited. We have sat in our house all weekend in Texas, mind you. Texas. I'm not going to say my city. I don't give a shit what people say about what I just said. Oh my God, she said where she lives. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? I live in Texas. It's hot. And we have been baking our asses off for the last couple days. Now it's Monday. And I called on Saturday, but obviously the technicians didn't come out on the weekends. So he came out this morning. Our compressor's out. Like, the whole thing is just grinding against one another. It's out. So I'm sitting outside right now, and I know I normally kind of sit outside for my videos just because I like it. I like being outside. I'm one with nature. I like to be one with nature. So, but today I'm sitting outside because it's much cooler out here than it is in there. So yeah, this has been, like, seriously a week from hell. I mean, full 7 days from last Monday to this Monday. It has been the most torturous week that I have been through in a long, long time. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I feel better today. I mean, I'm serious. Today's the first day where I didn't wake up and just immediately cry because, and I'm not, you know, okay, Friday night, I'm not going to lie. Friday night, I cried all throughout the day. And then that night, I slept on the couch because it was so hot. My husband and I was like, we are not sleeping together next to one another because our body heat would just make us so much more hot. So I slept on the couch and he slept in bed just because I'm more comfortable on the couch. And I just cried and cried. And I wrote a blog, and it was so deep and dark about it that when I read it the next day, I felt bad. I felt bad for myself feeling that low. And so I just wanted to let everybody know who did read my blog and who maybe watches my videos that I am in a much, much better place today. And for everybody who commented on my blog that I posted the other night, I just can't thank you enough how much you all lifted me up. Because I know I said how alone I feel. And I feel alone in this whole process. I mean, I feel like I have my support when I get online and when I'm on YouTube and Blogger and things like that. So, I mean, I don't mean that I'm like just completely alone in my life. I have people and I have support. But anybody who's on this fertility journey who has been on it for a while, I think you can understand what I mean whenever I say how alone I feel. It's just that there's not a lot of people in my everyday life that I could just talk to this about. And yes, I know, I could probably spark up a conversation with someone, but it's hard to do that. I don't just seek out to throw a pity party for myself. So I just want people to know that even though I feel alone in this, I'm not so alone that like I'm on the verge of like doing something myself or anything like that. I try to be a positive person, and when I make my videos and when I blog, I try to be really positive, even whenever shit is going on. But this week, I couldn't do it. I couldn't put the face on. I couldn't pretend. I just felt so miserable and so sad and so defeated that I had to just be honest and put my feelings out there the way I felt. So, I did. I just wanted to say everybody who said thank you or, cheers and sent hugs and everything, I really truly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. This was a really hard failure for me. We really, really hoped that this one was going to be it. We know that I can get pregnant on IUI since I did on the first one. And so this is the second one that's failed. And now I don't really know. I don't know where we're going to go from here. Number one, we're out of funds. We don't have any more funds for fertility. So we are going to have to regroup and save some more money. Number two, she said that we could do 3 IUIs and then move on. So now, it's like this. Do we do another IUI, or do we do another surgery to find out if my right side is blocked? Do we do injectables? I mean, there's all these different options. I mean, obviously, all of it's going to cost money. At this point, honestly, I don't even know. I called the fertility office already to let them know that I'm not pregnant. And Coral was really sad. She was like, no! And I was like, I know. See, I can laugh about it today. I can smile more about it today. The last couple days I couldn't. I couldn't even think about it without crying. But I called the office already. So yes, we are going to schedule a consult with my doctor to kind of determine what we're going to do from here. Because I really don't know. I just don't know what we're going to do. It feels frustrating. But I kind of, right now, today, for the first time, I feel like a sense of relief. Like, I really do. Not knowing what we're going to do, I kind of feel okay with that. Because I know I don't have to time anything this month. I don't have to pee on ovulation sticks. I don't have to have timed intercourse. So the prospect of having kind of like a break, that does feel good, because I really did enjoy the break I had in April. I didn't want to have to take the break, but I did, and I felt good for it after it. And I felt like it put me in a good position for this IUI to work, being refreshed and healthy, and I've been eating so healthy. We haven't had fast food in almost a month. Almost a month we haven't had fast food. You know, we've been trying to do everything healthy this month so that it would work. I mean, I was drinking my Mega Green nasty spinach juice and carrot juice and just everything I could do, tons of water, and nothing worked. And I know it's because I got sick. So I feel okay today. I really do. I feel okay today. But I guess I'll update everybody whenever we have our consultation and to kind of figure out what we're gonna do from here. So yeah, that's it. It's just been a shitty week. But again, you know, I mean, later on I'm going to be able to look back at this and look back at it and laugh, I guess, maybe, hopefully, who knows. And that's really all I have, ladies. I don't have anything else to say other than, again, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who left such sweet comments on my video and my blog, trying to lift me up and make me feel loved and not alone. I definitely, it made me very happy, and I felt everyone's hugs and everything. The virtual world of sympathy, I felt it, and it really made me feel good. So yeah, I think that's it. I know this video is kind of long. I'm sorry. I didn't need to ramble on. I try to keep it usually under like 9 minutes, and I know this one's like hitting 15. So if you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. Keep your fingers crossed that my air conditioner gets fixed today, because this is miserable. It's miserable. Tomorrow is June 5th, and that's another reason why this week was so hard for me, is that my due date from my pregnancy in September is tomorrow, would have been tomorrow. We would have had a baby this week. It's crazy to think that, but I still intend on planting. I have a little tree plant. I'll show you my little tree plant. But I am planting this little tree in memory of my pregnancy. And honestly, truly, for me, it's going to represent every miscarriage I've ever had. All the losses and all the struggle. When I look out at this tree, it's going to make me remember what I've been through. And so here is, it's kind of messy on my little thing here, but these are my little flowers. But this is my tree that I'm going to plant. This is it's an apple blossom tree. I don't know if you can see it very well because I'm kind of holding it. But anyways, that's my tree. And I plan on planting that tomorrow. As just kind of a remembrance of, again, like I said, the loss that we had. I know some people may laugh at it or think that it may be silly. I don't care what anybody else thinks. It makes me feel good. Ever since I had that miscarriage, because I got pregnant in September and then I miscarried in November. And I remember just getting online and being so sad, and that's when I learned about YouTube and everything. I never had a YouTube account before all of that, which I kind of wish I would have. It would have been a different support system going through that miscarriage, because that was lonely. That was very lonely. But it was in January when I started making all these videos, and so, but I watched the movie The Help. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but it was a great movie. I mean, I love it. I've seen it tons of times. All the women in it are just fantastic, and the movie is about, you know, I mean, what it's about is something that everybody needs to see. I mean, just, it kind of blows my mind that we as Americans, as human beings, treated other people so badly. I feel such guilt also when I watch that movie, just knowing that people are treated that way, and people still are treated that way. But anyways, in that movie, The Help, there's one of the characters has several miscarriages, and there's a scene when I first ever saw the movie. I mean, I just broke down and I cried so hard. But there's a scene where the character has a miscarriage, and then the scene after, she is planting rose bushes, and she's outside and she has this little box, I guess, you know, of her, from her miscarriage, and she buries it and she plants a rose bush on top. And I just, when I saw that, I knew instantly that I wanted to do something like that to help me kind of put closure on what I've been through. And so I intend on doing that, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to plant my little tree. I still have the box, a little box with my sonogram pictures and my little hospital bracelet from when I had my final sonogram, verifying that we lost my little bean. I called it my little bean. That was at 10 weeks whenever I had the miscarriage. But when I saw that movie, like I said, instantly I knew that that's what I wanted to do to sort of just remember what I've been through. And so I'm going to do that tomorrow. And I might make a little video, or I might just take a picture and post it on my blog. But I'm looking forward to it. Today, I'm looking forward to it. A couple days ago, I wasn't at all. But since this IUI ended in failure, I really think that planting my tree tomorrow is going to help me through that also. Because it's just, infertility is a hard road. It really is. It's not for the lighthearted. It's not for everybody. Not everybody can go on the journey. And I don't blame people for not doing it. I mean, honestly, Friday, I was ready to like throw in the towel, like to completely walk away and not ever do anything else again. But now that I've kind of crawled out of my deep, dark hole, I feel a little bit better, and I have a little bit more hope about moving forward. So, with that being said, I hope you all have a great day. There's a couple of you women out there who are doing IUI, or who just did IUI this past week. One specific girl, I think her name is Yoga Mama or something like that. Super cute videos. She's super cute. I recently found her, and I wish I knew her name right off here, because I'd tell you all that way you could go and join her YouTube channel. But she, I don't know how I'm even saying this. She just did IUI, and I'm just really excited for her. And if you're watching this, I know you are, and I hope that it works for you. With all my heart, I hope that it really, I want someone who's been doing IUI this month to have a positive, because I can't be the only one with bad news over here. So I really, really am keeping my fingers crossed for you and anybody else who's out there in their 2-week wait. I wish you all the luck in the world. So everybody have a great day. Bye.